the Who the Fuck Did I Get Married or Who the Fuck Did I Marry series on TikTok.
Yeah.
So just for, I'm sure most people watching will know by now, but there's basically this woman who just gave her account of a situation where she had gotten married and divorced within the space of, I think the divorce was like they were married 6 months, but the relationship was like a year and a half. That's what
a year and a bit.
Yeah. So she met him in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Just goes to show what the pandemic was doing, people, child.
Girl. Some people are going through it.
Literally, she met him like just before everything kicked off on March 2020.
Yeah.
And then obviously we're quarantining. So they move in together with now. I don't know why they're moving in together within a month, but I guess people were doing that in the pandemic. I haven't heard of a short stint as a month. But, and I guess when did she meet him, Hinge or some dating app?
She saw him on Hinge and on Facebook dating, which I didn't know was a thing as well.
I had never heard of it.
Facebook had dating. I did not know that, but sure. She saw him on Facebook dating and on Hinge. Now I know his name's Jerome. She said one of his names is a shorter version of his first name, so he must be Rome on one of them and then Jerome on the other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they found him now, innit? Yeah. We'll get into that in a bit, but yeah. So they got married very quickly, and the red flags were there from the beginning because he said that he played arena football.
Yeah, I actually didn't know what arena football was.
I had never heard of it. Apparently, judging by the comments on TikTok though, apparently the government packed it up in 2018 or something.
Oh wow!
It came to an end. I don't know I'm not a sports girl, so I don't know what. But you know, how the NBA have the NBA and the NFL, whoever their agency is, they went bankrupt.
The governing board set it up.
Yeah, I think they went bankrupt, and that's why they.
So kind of like a UEFA Champions League kind of thing.
Sure, let's go with
that. Yeah, I guess. I was like, sure, we'll go with that.
Don't come for me, guys.
Clearly, Akira knows a little bit more than me in that department. But
I'm assuming something like that.
It's a governing board, so the governing board would have gone bankrupt or just dead at the game.
Yeah. Judging from the comments, I'm not sure how true that is, but I had never heard of arena football, so I could be wrong.
But imagine if a guy that you dated, you just met, was like, oh, I play for, I don't know, I play in the Champions League or something. Yeah. Would you not Google him and be like...
That's my thing. Just to see, because I don't personally, I don't care about the sport, but if I'm dating someone that played it, I would want to be like, oh, let me see, especially if he said he won a championship. I'll be like, oh, okay, let me have a little...
I am probably the person I know that does not Google men.
Really?
I don't
not
care.
even out of curiosity?
I don't Google them, but if you're a celebrity, I'm a Google, what do you do? I want to know who, if we're going to walk the red carpet together, I need to be ready.
Because if you say you played football, and I'm going to assume that you know, obviously maybe not usually recognisable, but you, for someone of a little bit of stature,
a regular guy, I don't give a heck.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so basically they got together. I don't remember when the red flag started kicking in. Was it around the time he moved in and he was talking to his family members supposedly?
I think it was when he was looking for a house. Apparently he'd been looking for a house.
Yeah.
And then he presented a letter from Chase Bank saying that he'd been offered 700,000. Because apparently he had his own place, but then they decided to move in together. Yeah, but he was looking. So I think that's when it all kicked off, where he was that they would keep looking for houses, but it would be like a no, or he didn't like it, or whatever.
I will give her that one, because at first I was like, wouldn't it be a huge red flag that a man didn't have a home when he first met you?
He had
a home.
He had somewhere to live, but
well, so he says.
But he was also so he says, and he was also he showed her an email saying that he was looking for a house, with the realtor and stuff.
And also he showed an email from work saying that they'd only placed him in an apartment he was in for a little
bit.
Oh
yeah, because he got transferred, isn't it?
See, for me, all of these are red flags.
The way we're talking about it, it's like we
why
don't
do I need to know what your work told you? I don't need you need to show me.
Confirmed it. I'm assuming she might have asked.
You're proving too many things to me. I don't prove.
But I think you know what it is. I think when you get to a point where you want to be serious with someone, and you'd have these conversations and stuff. And I think probably our conversations, they was like, I'm looking for a mortgage. I'm trying to move, trying to buy a house, because I think in her mind it was like, I've met the one. Let's get married. Let's have kids. So you probably would have those conversations though, and.
I guess more than 2 months in, but usually.
There's that.
But I think, under normal circumstances, you wouldn't do it under 2 months. Theirs was a bit rushed.
I feel like when people prove things too much, they're lying.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
When you're
why
doing
do you
too
feel
much, why are you buying so much? Because that's your life. If that's your life, then that's your life.
I agree with that. So anyway, long story short, he took her through a time. There was a point where she got pregnant. She had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
And then she, what happened after that? He was playing with her, making her do test drives of cars that he was never going to buy her because she wanted
that
a
BMW X5.
Cognac seats.
When I googled that, I was like, this is a nice
It's a
car.
Very nice car.
I get why she was upset.
And when she broke down from where she said, and you're supposedly driving a BMW company car and I'm driving a Nissan.
But she
I'm
never
like,
saw the
ooh.
company car.
No, she saw pictures.
Oh,
I
God.
had so many questions, but do you know what? Okay, cool.
And then the houses. Oh Lord, not just her, but he took.
They
the
were
realtors
nice
through
homes
some
as well, you know.
Nice homes, cash offers. He would sign off on cash offers.
But I just think
knowing he had no
that's
money.
so dangerous because you're signing legal documents and you know you ain't got the money.
No.
Like, that's crazy.
And then when it got to proof of funds, they had him on the ropes with the proof of funds. He was like, I want them to accept my offer before I show them I have money. What sense does that make?
But you know, so if they did accept it and he didn't
would've
have the
been
money,
foolish. That would've been their problem.
what next? That was my thing. Like,
That's actually a good point. Yeah, what happens? I'm assuming they can still revoke.
If
you don't have the money, you don't have the money.
but
So
my
we're
thing
not
is,
gonna
how
sell you the
far
house,
was he
but-
taking it? Because you yourself know you don't have the money.
No, I'm so
What
sure
did you think
that
was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Okay, so two things. I'm of the belief that man was
Mentally ill.
no, was white. It would have gone right through.
Oh, if he was. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, it was
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
Because there's a
Without
lot of people
proof
in
of-
jail for blue collar crimes. Like the same
Yeah.
thing.
But wouldn't they
That
just have
exact same thing.
fraudulent documents in that case?
Yes, but you
As
can
opposed to just not showing them anything.
Oh, yeah.
with confidence you can fake anything in this world. I've realised that.
That is true.
Over
For some
time.
people,
Look at that
Because-
Anna
Yeah,
Delvin
I'm
or
not saying-
whatever. Yeah.
With confidence and being white,
Inventing
you can
Anna or
fake,
something.
Oh, yeah.
you can fake anything in this world.
That's
Literally
true.
everything.
Yeah.
That's a good example.
You can fake a life in
Yeah.
this world you want to.
I didn't think
So
about
don't
that,
think
you
it's that
know.
crazy. I don't think
That's a
that
good
crazy.
point.
And the fact that race probably did.
Yeah,
Does
no, race,
play a part,
race
yeah.
played a big part in that.
Yeah,
Race played
yeah,
a big part in that because if that man was
If he
was
looked a certain way,
was a
spoke certain way,
grown
he was
white man,
yeah.
Yeah.
he would have got the house and then told him that he's going to pay them and they would have waited.
Could you
They would've waited.
imagine?
No, they would have waited.
I'll pay you back later. We're just gonna move in for now.
Buy now, pay later.
Yeah, exactly. They would have waited. He would have sent an email from work or something and it would have a CEO or whatever. And they would have waited.
Oh yeah, probably yeah. they
That's
would've done
that's how it would have gone for him.
Yeah. Because he did get far with the fake mortgage letter.
Yeah, I'm telling you that.
So-
Listen,
It was the what I don't remember, was it Amber, the other realtor? It was her calling sis
Yeah.
for me being like, listen, like she was basically reading between the lines of what she was saying. She was basically
Yeah.
telling her without telling her like, I don't think no, just
Yeah.
just go.
Yeah.
Like because something about this
doesn't sound right.
But then she was saying that like she felt like suspicious and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But my thing is, why didn't you?
Still show him houses.
Yeah, like why would you still go into these houses knowing?
Maybe
that-
there was a part of them that was like, maybe just on the off chance he really does have money. And he is serious.
But I also think that probably she felt like, because she did say that, what if he was the VP? What if he did actually have this money? So I think a part of her felt like, even though I'm not sure, but what if it's actually true? Like, let me ride it out and see whether or not, like, it's actually. I think she always had that like what if in her mind, and I think
Yeah.
maybe that's why.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh,
yeah.
I
Tisa, yeah. And she was desperate to get married
But
as
then
well.
there was also, this is the thing, that's what I was going to ask. Isn't this a testament to how much women look at, how much some women really, really want marriage to the point where they will delude themselves? Because there was points where, and this is the parts that I didn't get, because I could even understand in the beginning, you'd be like, you know what, maybe this, like certain one or two things in the beginning could maybe be explainable. But after a while, you knew he was lying. Like,
Yeah.
when it came to certain things he would say, she was just like, I know you're lying. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like, so why at this point, like, isn't this stressing you out? Like, why would you want to put up with something like this? Especially when it's such a short relationship. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. It's not like you have years invested or anything.
Yeah.
So, like, is it a testament to how, I guess, for lack of a better word, desperate some women are to get married that they will overlook something as huge as this?
I think what kept her in it, I think probably is shame. I think she probably knew, well, she did know that he was lying, but I think it's more like, it's hard to come out of a situation and then knowing what everyone's going to say, her mom, I think her auntie as well, or something like that. So I think it's like, it's to the point where you know what you're in, but you want it to work so bad that you're overlooking everything because you're so shameful of the fact that like, this is really who you married, and you yourself couldn't tell the red flags from the beginning. So I think, I don't know, I feel like for me it's a bit of shame and wanting to look like everything is good on the outside. I think especially black people, we like to make everything look like it's rosy on the outside. We don't want anyone to know that something is stinking in our home. Like, do you know what I mean? When really, like you said, she was a church girl as well. So, and I think she also mentioned about how divorce was not like something that was accepted. And then she remembers saying to God, like, because he lied and he's gone this far with lying, it's okay for me to get a divorce. So yeah, I think
even at the point they got married, she knew he was a liar. So that's the thing. It's like
slightly different way between us. Probably different. Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So this is why you need to hoe a bit more when you're younger.
Yeah, to be fair, I agree with that.
No, hoe a little bit more.
Don't just get the first.
Because when you not sleep around, when you see a lot more men, you know when a lie earlier. And you know what a lie is. Because love them to bits. But men can't lie for shit. Men can't lie for shit.
Some can.
They're definitely good liars out there.
I've been trying a couple times.
No, they can't.
All of them.
But I think it comes with experience. But I think sometimes
that's what I'm trying to say.
But then I think also sometimes when you're so you're delulu to the point where
you only get delulu
it's cloud.
We're still saying the same thing. You only get delulu when you don't hoe around a bit more.
Not necessarily, you know.
I promise you, if she had been around enough people who did, let's go with fraud, quote unquote, because if you dated men when you were in university, you met one or two men who did fraud. You did. Yeah. So when you do that once or twice, you know the signs. The signs are very, very clear, and you understand when the money comes hard and fast. That is not real money. When he's doing things that make you feel, what the fuck, what's going on? You instantly know. And I think a part of her knew. I'm not going to... She knew.
She even admitted
that. She knew that it wasn't straight money, which is fine. If you know that, then go with knowing that.
Oh, money-wise, so she knew that the money... Oh, did she?
You must know, because there's...
But the thing is, we found out at the end that he did have just enough money to pay all her bills.
Yes, if this man's covering your bills and his bills, covering your bills and his bills...
Yeah.
And you look... Have you seen this man's face?
Girl,
he
does not look like a VP.
Not just
Did you hear the brother, the way he spoke to her? He said, "You believe he was a VP?"
Exactly.
Not
just a VP. His face looks like he doesn't even use like good skincare.
Oh my god! You know in the search thing, you know on TikTok when you go in the comments, it has like the search what people have been searching, and it was like Legion's rash face.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And I was like, that is so mean.
His what face?
Yeah,
like
his
rash,
face, his face is like a whole he's got
the rash and the
he's got face. It's a couple of things. Sorry, I just thought about it. Because men are vain to a certain degree. That wouldn't be there if you had a job that was actually legitimate.
And he wasn't wearing. Apparently, he wasn't wearing a suit to work. Like he'd be wearing some cargo pants.
That's the part that I didn't get. Why didn't you commit to the role?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you buy a suit?
Because you can't bother to get into work and change.
Men can't lie properly. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like there will be something that tells you it's a lie. Something will. It will either be the random flipping something in his pocket. Something will tell you this man's just chatting shit.
He was like,
I think it's desperation.
She said that he would be walking around in the warehouse of the condiment company.
Yeah.
So like I don't wear a suit, and it's like, but why would you even be walking around in the warehouse if you're the VP?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like I feel like that VPs don't do that. But
I think
anyway.
I think she was so desperate to be married.
Yeah.
And I think it goes back to what you were saying. I think she hadn't met a guy who came across like he had the full package. Like this guy met her and was like, I want to marry you, I want to have kids. And I think she probably hadn't had a man who would have kind of said all those things to her before. So when she met him, she thought, okay, I hit the jackpot, and I'm willing to ride it out to see whether or not this actually comes to fruition. But
I see what you were saying in a way though. She definitely is sheltered in that way. Like
but
experience.
And she's a church girl as well.
Into, this type of relationship because
not saying church girls don't, you know.
They don't.
But like Blessing said, she had a little bit more experience, at least with men, not necessarily sex-wise, but with men.
Been better.
It would have, she would have known certain. She'd go, I know what this looks like.
But you know, there's also some women who are experienced,
that's
and
true.
they know their husbands are doing one heck of a fraud.
At that point, that's a choice.
Yeah, but you know exactly what
that's
purposely
a choice.
doing, and that's okay. If you're purposely in something,
But they turn a blind eye.
Exactly.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because she knows, and so you never shame her and go away because she knows
what
she's
doing.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I do think Risa being plus size, there is something about being a fat woman that makes you makes it harder to believe that a man loves you or likes you. So when he shows interest, you fill in the blanks for him when you probably shouldn't, because the blanks are still blank, and
she did say at one
filled
point,
him,
like,
yeah.
oh,
She
am
definitely
I
filled
so
in the blanks.
jaded that I can't see when, like, I have a good man kind of thing?
Yeah.
Exactly what it
No,
is.
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. There is something about being fatter and just being aware that does he actually like me, or is he just here because
Even though he was big as
I'm
well.
providing?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but big men, big.
I know, yeah,
Let's
men
not
is
talk
different.
about fat men because the issues are many. But let's not talk fat men. Never.
And she never actually mentioned anything about like his looks or like like his weight or anything until the very end when she was like when he was
When he was
ill
losing weight. Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
losing weight, and I
What
was like, I
wrong with
didn't
his
know.
leg?
I actually don't know. She never
'Cause
said.
she said that was a genuine injury. Like the way he went, I said no, there's no way. And even the pee bottles, everything. I was like, yeah, you
Somebody
don't do all
said
of
that he
unless you're really in pain.
had AIDS.
Eesh.
But I don't
Where
think
did they
it
get
is.
that from?
because
Leg injury.
because of the rapid weight loss.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I mean, that could be because of anything. Not
Yeah,
necessarily-
I don't know. I feel like
That's a bit extreme.
That's a big
Yeah.
assumption
Yeah.
to make. But yeah, I'm definitely something medically wrong though for you to have that rapid weight loss and the leg. Yeah, there was something you definitely needed to look into. But so essentially ended in her divorcing him because he found out he was sleeping with prostitutes. Believe it or not.
He was.
Yeah, he actually was. Yeah,
He was paying. Oh, it's just men are just sorry.
And was this why he had the bad leg? You know what? Anyway, was this why he had the bad leg? I just.
Yeah, it
Somewhere
was.
he found the energy, child.
Yeah, and then I think she was even saying that is that the reason why he has a bad leg or something like that. Yeah.
Wow. So in her finally kicking him out, she calls up a lot of family members. I don't know if there's any friends in the mix, mainly cousins, brothers, or aunties. And she finds out that like him supposedly being on the phone with his brothers and sisters all the time, he has no sisters.
For me, it was when he said the mum died during COVID, when the mum had died.
I died years ago.
I was
Same with
like,
the
that's
uncle.
taking it too far.
It wasn't 2018, it was 2008 or something. It was definitely like
That is taking it
before.
too far because he took it to a fake graveyard.
And he was fake grieving. Like
That's
that is
scary.
So crazy. That's the scary person. I'd be terrified at that point that I had someone like this in my house because like you could really and the dedication to faking conversations every morning at 6 a.m.
Like there's no one
Laughing
laughing
to
back.
yourself. No,
There's no one laughing
that
back.
is so terrifying. And then he lied about the ex-wife and the kids. Like she said, the stepsister had died from COVID. Stepsister was stepdaughter was fine. It's just so much. I wonder what he likes the ex-wife about. I wish she'd gotten a little bit of tea from the ex-wife because I would have loved to know what kind
She
of
did a
story
video
told
as well,
her.
you know.
She did.
Yeah.
I do
To
think
the
that
ex-wife.
the ex-wife. I do
okay.
think because I noticed the all plus size women. I do think that PSA to fat women, you are not anomaly. Like there are many women that find love and be fat. You don't have to fall for the first
Accept
man.
it,
Like
yeah.
it really needs to stop because silly stories happen and I look at the man and think, what are we falling for here? Like why are we lying to ourselves just because of some? And he can't even afford to look after himself. That's dead. Don't do it to yourself. It's never that serious. It's never that serious.
Yeah, clearly he didn't have no money because when she kicked him out, he was living in his car. And it was the fact that, and I totally felt what she was saying when she said, like, the biggest shock for me was the fact that I was calling around his family members, like, one of them being his twin brother, and nobody cared whether this man lived or died. And I was like, that just goes to show how much of a roller coaster he's taken his family members to with his lies. Like, the baby, like, he told his mum's best friend that she had the baby. And, like, people were buying gifts for this baby. And this man is clearly not well. I was seeing some comments saying that, I don't know, I think some people are reaching because, there's always some people that are like, oh, like, like they'll basically, like, their take was like, oh, the family kind of caused this in a way by like he not getting him diagnosed and like the way black people treat mental health.
Oh, come on now.
And then like, because some people try and say he has schizophrenia and I'm like, I don't even think he has schizophrenia.
Think he does.
Judging by what we've heard,
Yeah,
I'm not seeing schizophrenic symptoms. He's a pathological liar, but that doesn't necessarily mean. Do you know? Because that's the thing. Like we're assuming that all pathological liars have some kind of mental illness. That's not necessarily the case. He could literally just be a liar. So like I think that if that was the case, because they said he's been lying from he was a kid, I very much doubt they haven't seen a doctor about it if it was that bad, and he probably is just a liar in my opinion.
I do think there is something in you. There is something there. Not
definitely.
There's something there, and I don't think pathological lies.
I don't think he believes his own
too
lies.
Simple.
Is my thing. I think he knows he's lying.
I think he believes his own lies.
Really?
Because you have to, for you to carry out a full-grown lie, you have to believe. You have to believe in it. Otherwise, it won't sell.
There's so many, and there's such big lies.
Exactly.
How do you believe that?
It won't
How
sell
do you
if
believe
you
you're
don't
the VP
believe
of a
it.
company when you're going nowhere during the day. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think
Yes,
what
you
but-
really believe these lies. You know you're lying.
But I think he would leave the house and he would prepare things. Or he would do things on the way to work and answer the phone and stuff to tell
get
himself
in
that he's
yeah.
in that place. So he's telling himself a lie.
Yeah.
And there is something in that, but I couldn't diagnose that myself. But I do think there is something about his mental state. And his brother was doing all that stuff. His twin brother was doing all of that.
Yeah.
And twins.
That's the brother stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
Twins have a thing inside them. There's a whole connection situation.
I don't remember, but there's something they share something in the brain. Yeah,
they share something. So I do think, to an extent, he believed that that's what he was doing it because a part of him was doing that. If that makes sense. I know that sounds the same, but
no, I get what you mean.
If his brother was doing exactly the same thing, then a part of him believes that he was doing it because his brother was doing it.
That's such an interesting theory, you know.
I think for me, I think it goes back to what Risa was saying, that like it was a way to like he got a kick out of it, I think. And I think he knew
Watching her get excited.
Yeah, and I think he knew that he wasn't living the life that his twin did.
Yeah.
So to make himself feel better about his quote unquote shit life, why not pretend that like I'm doing the same thing? Because I remember seeing on TikTok another twin who was basically saying that she knew from the like when she was watching Risa Tisa's story that he was a twin and something similar had happened to her as well. So I think maybe, I don't know, maybe there's like a study, I don't know, but like maybe there's like a secret hidden competition thing, or where twins feel like they need to be living the same. Because remember there was also one on there was a show on Netflix where two twins were role playing each other's lives, so they would, because they looked the same, they would switch over at certain months
Lots of twins do that as well.
and then go and sleep with each other's husbands.
Yeah. Lots of twins do that.
So I think, I don't know, maybe they get a kick out because they look the same or whatever.
But it's just one of them was doing it in this instance.
Yeah, one of them, yeah. But it's scary because I'm like, now I don't want to have twins. Like, God forbid I have twins.
Now everyone just gonna be side. If you meet a man that's a twin, you're just gonna be sidelined instantly. Like, what you got going on?
Get your twin self away from me. Like, yeah, it's scary because, like, imagine this happening to you and you just realize that you actually didn't know the person that you were sleeping next to, you was having sex with,
That's
you got married to. That is scary.
Terrifying.
That is so scary.
I do think Risha's saying that he did it to her on purpose. I don't think it's necessarily about
I don't think
that.
anything is
the
her.
lying?
Yeah, no.
I don't think he set out to hurt her.
No, that's just who he is.
Yeah,
He's been doing
that's just who
it.
he is. Yeah,
He's been
he likes
doing it,
everybody.
yeah.
That's why his family don't fuck with him. Like they all said that to her. Like we don't.
But then I
deal
think
with
when
it.
stuff like this happens to you, it's hard to not internalize it and make you feel
it
like
that's your fault,
it's
yeah.
my fault. But
I was too naive.
God forbid any of us meet a
God
man like that.
forbid.
Honestly,
Please, I can't handle it. My anxiety.
I will, like Charlie May said, I will flatline. I'm done. I'm so done. Like, I'm so done.
But yeah, one of the things that he lied to her about was taking her to Paris and London because she's always wanted to go Paris and London. This has hugely gone viral. This has been like the biggest like positive PR for her.
Yeah.
She has got like millions of followers on TikTok at this point. I don't know what brand is taking her to London and Paris.
I
but
think there
someone's
was
taking her to
one
London and
brand.
Paris.
I don't know if it was like Natrium or something, but one co-founder or owner or something was
I
like,
saw
"I'm gonna
that.
sponsor you, like whether you want to go
Yeah.
London or." And I was like, "Oh, let me also open my book of
It's
secrets."
Illuminati.
Stop sharing my trauma because
BMW
that's
are
crazy.
getting
I could
her
do
a
with a new
BMW
car.
apparently. Like one thing about these brands, they will really throw your products at them, no matter how expensive they are, for some good PR. Because this is obviously
because it's
marketing
in it for
purposes,
them
isn't
as
it?
well.
Yeah.
And even on her TikToks where she's saying she's going to London, the Corinthia are in her comments saying, "Yeah, we love." I said, "The Corinthia, that is a fancy schmancy hotel." I was like,
Definitely.
"Not you lot, just throwing free shit." at her.
I do think that she's done herself a good favor because she's actually a great storyteller. Like
Yeah.
I was saying earlier.
It was
she's a
perfect.
fantastic storyteller.
Like,
She's
get it on
very-
Netflix
she's very
right
on-
now.
she's
Yeah,
very
I was
on
gonna say, do you think
thing.
Netflix will?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because somebody would. I think someone will turn it into
Even
a
Hulu
film,
or
yeah.
Amazon
Or Tyler
Prime.
Perry even.
Do you remember? I fucking hope not. Do you remember when Zoya told that story about the Zoya movie? So when Zoya tweeted her entire life,
No,
she was
don't know
she
who
was
that
she was a
is.
call girl. That her and this white girl had gone away somewhere, and I can't remember that story, but she tweeted the entire story. It was years ago, and then it got made into a movie called Zoya.
Really?
Yeah,
And then you have to send
she,
me.
yeah, no, genuine. That's her name. It's
Can
about
you
her
do
life.
that?
Yeah, you can, because she gave the rights.
Oh, she did. Okay, because I'm
Yeah.
like, if you're using my name
Zoya,
as well,
Zoya
I feel
tweeted,
like
maybe 2010, beginning of Twitter time. She tweeted this entire story
I'm gonna look it up and
where
watch it.
she'd gone away with where she and this white girl were had gone to a different city or something, and then the white girl's boyfriend had come and he was black, and it was a whole story. Literally, I promise you, it was a whole thing.
I'll look it up on my way home.
And she was
I'm
tweeting
curious.
that was happening to her. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But then it got made into a movie.
I
And
would
the
love to
thing-
see Rita Tisa on like, the
the
big
thing-
screens.
I would definitely watch it.
The thing about
Listen,
it
I'll
is-
do reviews on it and
The
everything.
thing about it for me though was that it turned out not to be as good as the story.
Oh,
And that's
that's a
that's
shame.
my only issue with written work getting translated into movies, that
They needed
things-
to start every like,
things were missed.
who the fuck did I get? Like the
Yeah,
way she
yeah.
says it in the beginning, I'm like,
Fuck,
yeah.
Mary. Like the way she start every TikTok. I love how she did that.
They need, I would love to see it on the big screen because I feel like everything, the way she just laid out the story, it needs to be exactly the same. They need to get the same like actresses looking like her and Jerome. Like it needs to be exactly the same because I really, really want to see. Because there's probably other bits as well that she hasn't told us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so they need to put
actually.
it on.
She probably has left out some stuff.
Yeah.
I wanna-
Because I still can't
That's scary.
see. I still
That's
can't see
quite
a man.
enough.
I still can't see a man lying. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too jaded. Maybe that's probably what it is.
Did you see that they found him though? They found Legion.
Legion,
Yeah.
I don't know if he had. No, because some woman did her digging and found him.
Unnecessarily.
And then
nobody asked her to.
Yeah,
That
I
was
don't
very
know. I
unnecessary.
knew that was going to happen, but I wish they didn't.
It happened quick though.
It happened
To
so
mind their
quick. I knew
business.
they would find him eventually, though, because there's too much going on for
Yeah.
that not to be the case. And then he identified himself, saying, Reese is lying. And I said, well, I was like, well, I don't even know why you're bothering, because this whole thing is because you're a liar. So you think you just getting up on TikTok saying she's lying, it's going to be like, oh, well, okay, then we believe you.
I don't know. There's something about lack of shame that really bothers you about men, because that's the same as a random man in Atlanta did the same thing. I was like, why are you coming outside?
Yeah.
Why are you telling us
like,
who
so
you
that
are?
wasn't him.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was him.
It
Okay.
wasn't. But why are you telling us who you are? Your baby mom just told us your dad to like 7 different women. Why are you telling us? Oh, hi, I'm random man from Atlanta.
He definitely has no shame,
Why
and I
do you
think
not
he
have
now
shame?
wants to also benefit from the how popular the story has gone as well, because he keeps
probably.
making videos, and then he made one recently saying like, oh, thank you Netflix, I can't wait for this to be on the
Well,
screen.
I mean, Netflix
And,
might
but
not
then,
even
but
call
then
him.
someone snipped like the Netflix, because he had like a Netflix background. Someone
Yeah.
snipped the Netflix bit and then did a Google search, from Google.
Yeah,
and then it's like,
that's
you're
what
still
he's
crazy.
You're
Like,
still doing it, Legion. You're still up to your tricks.
you're still
He's lying.
crazy.
He actually lying.
I wonder why she calls him Legion.
Because Legion means one of many.
Oh,
or
is that what that
master of
means?
many.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what
It's like you are many.
Okay.
But I was shocked when I saw Legion. I said, girl.
I said,
Doesn't that somebody that is well travelled that will take you to London and Paris? Girl, come on.
Has he even left the state?
You know?
Is he buff?
Has he got a passport?
Sorry, like.
You know, some Americans, no shade, they don't have a passport, they've never travelled.
yeah, a lot of them, yeah.
So, like, how were you expecting to leave
to London and Paris.
to come London and
And
Paris?
the itinerary, but no boarding ticket, no boarding pass, no plane ticket, just itinerary.
Just vibes.
I am of the
dead.
solid belief that when men offer you holidays, they're like, do you know what? I'm too jaded
Unless
to
they
talk about-
actually
I'm too jaded to
like
talk
are
about
showing
this
you
stuff.
with action, like
Yeah, I'm
like
too jaded
pack the
about
bag,
stuff.
let's
Yeah.
go, like, or like you can see proof of purchase.
Yeah, proof of funds.
Exactly. I'm too jaded to talk about it because honestly, I just don't believe them until you can see it.
Yeah.
I only see it. I mean, literally see
Because
it.
words are easy at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
like, please.
Yeah.
And one thing I hate as well is a man who says they're going to do something and don't come through, or just says things and then it's like, I didn't ask you to like take
Do
me
all
to
that,
London, say you're
yeah.
going to take me to London or Paris, and then like now you're out here lying for no reason. Like, I didn't ask for this.
It's just so unprovoked on the
Yeah, like, unprovoked.
And they do it so
I hate
I'm telling
that.
you lot, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
They do it so
Like you
often.
go out of your
They
way
do it.
to lie.
They do
like,
it to see how you're gonna react and see the
Yeah.
push here and there. Please.
That was
One
of the
thing I
reasons
hate-
why I was like, I
Delay
don't
in
think
traffic,
it's
leave me
schizophrenia
alone, leave me
because like
alone.
that's you're aware of it. Like
Yeah.
if you're doing it to make her excited on purpose, knowing it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.